Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Scorpio in August 2021. What is going on, Scorpio? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Scorpio, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Take good care of yourselves and those that you know and love, alright? Scorpio, anything you want from me, it is down in the description box. We will get into your reading now. No overall energy from the bottom of the deck. We'll talk about an oracle card at the end, though. So to begin your reading, you have Seven of Pentacles, Fool, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, good. Nice little financial reset is what that initially feels like. But before we actually dive a little bit deeper into the message, two things came across as I was meditating before I cut on the camera and started the reading. I got the colors purple and peach, and specifically I saw the purple sort of like in an, not an impressionist, but like it was in a certain art style where I could see it was like the colors for an animated character, or like maybe art deco, I forget what it's called, art deco, art something like that. But the purple was above the peach and it was sort of going into it in a gradient fashion. So I don't know if visually that means anything to you. And also, I'm recording this I didn't hear it anywhere. I'm in a room where the AC is going. I've got music going in the background, so I can't hear anything. But just before I cut on the camera, or before, you know, I edited the beginning portion of this, I was humming the Jeopardy tune, the do 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 do, right? And I know at the time that I'm recording this, Jeopardy would be on television right now where I am. So I found that to be interesting. So maybe some of you are Jeopardy fans. Maybe you're following the who's going to replace Alex Trebek, you know, whole thing on social media. But two little channels that I have for you. If that means anything to you, cool. If it doesn't mean shit to you, don't worry about it. So to begin again, Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and Ace of Pentacles. I mean, some of you are going to get paid something, finally. You might be coming into a settlement, coming into an agreement, coming into a contractual agreement that benefits you, that pays you your due. You might have, I don't want to say gone to court, but you may have been very upfront with a person, or very, quote unquote, aggressive with a person, seeking compensation. What was owed to you? What was fair in the situation? Six of Cups, or excuse me, Six of Pentacles. What was balanced and necessary for you to be, you know, properly compensated for the services or the goods that you provided. Great. So if you're seeking some type of resolution to your some type of financial problem or disagreement, or, you know, misappropriation of funds or something like that, I do get a sense that that money will be paid to you, that money will be paid back to you. If it's not money, it is something of value, something of tangible value to you. In a broader, more overreaching aspect, Scorpio, I think in some senses you're getting while the getting's good. Before you end up in the poorhouse, Five of Pentacles, before you end up having to, you know, do checks and balances and sort of, you know, squirrel away your money, Four of Pentacles, right? Before you have to reevaluate something, or, you know, go back to the drawing board or something, Seven of Pentacles. I think some of you are cutting loose, full energy, and starting anew. In some form, some fashion, okay? Full energy, major arcana for Aquarius, you could be dealing, you don't have to be. But I do get the sense that, I mean, this is one of the most victorious, if not excited, depictions of the Six of Pentacles. This guy looks pretty jazzed about what the hell is going on here. Even though that polo tucked into those pants is like circa 1984, he's feeling real happy with himself, okay? So I get the sense that where you were dissatisfied before, you seek to be satisfied, you seek to be happier, you seek to be more fulfilled, you seek to be paid what you're worth, what you are due, and you will not settle for less. The Fool energy is entrepreneurial in the sense, not necessarily business, but in the sense of like, working on this idea of this feeling of being assured that I'm going to find my way in life. I'm going to find my way down this new path. Damn the consequences. Damn the risk. More importantly, damn the risk. So for some of you, if this is about your business life, you've been cautious, playing things cautiously, you might let it rip a little bit. You might take some risks with your money. You might take some risks with your investment. This is not financial advice, by the way. Talk to somebody who's a professional if you're out there making big money moves, okay? I'm not the person to get that advice from. You have to seek that out elsewhere, yes? But I think you're more willing to roll those dice, or roll the dice. Yeah, roll the die. Oh, I don't know why I can't talk today. Anyway, you're more than willing to roll those dice right now. This Fool energy is very uninhibited. I feel that some of you are shaking off the shackles that maybe you put on yourself, maybe the worries and the anxiety that you put on yourself, or other people put on you, circumstances put on you, culture put on you, what have you. It's just, you know, I think in many, well, that's not true. Certain industries have made a fortune, you know, heavily over the past year or so, okay? So if you're in one of those industries and you've been waiting for your payout, maybe you're like mid-level management or something like that, regional management, something in that jurisdiction or in that capacity, I should say, maybe now you're starting to see some of that, you know, some of those benefits, some of those riches falling your way, okay? If this isn't about money, if it's not about tangible things of value, and when I say tangible things, I mean like property, vehicles, things like this, clothing, jewelry, things like that, okay? If it's non-tangible value, could be your time. Some of you are getting time back, or you have more time than you've had before. Some of you, this is a replenishment of your energy on being able to prioritize yourself, on being able to finally start a particular project, or like I said before, invest in something. Even though as meaning money investments, this could now be I'm able to invest in a passion project. Who knows? Yes. I'm not sensing other people here directly, but they are very peripheral. That's signified by the little doggy following the Fool. Some of you, it doesn't have to, it could literally be animals that are secondary in your story, or again, in the peripheral supporting cast of your story. But this is mostly about you guys enjoying something coming to you in a cycle, in a return, Six of Pentacles, that is long overdue, Ace of Pentacles. Now, the caution here is the aces are not guarantees, right? So like I said, for some of you, you might be expecting it. It doesn't mean it shows up. Yes? So it's not necessarily guaranteed that it's going to happen the way that you expect. And some of you kind of have no expectations, and it's going to come as a surprise in actuality. Because the Fool is a good energy, I feel, often to engage with the Ace of Pentacles. Because the Pentacles is probably... the Ace of Pentacles, I should say, is probably, out of all of the aces, the one that has like the most impact over time, or has longevity to it, has a potential to come in and really change the precedence of something, change the standard in your life, you know? So the Fool with that energy releases expectation, releases all kinds of anxiety and worry over what may or may not come, and is very much in the, you know, it's like passively open, passively receptive. The Fool, more than likely, is occupied with other things. Sometimes maybe the Fool can be like squirrel energy, like, oh, squirrel, 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 distracted by smaller joys, or getting enraptured in a small project or a small goal, and as I'm out here accomplishing small goals left and right, this big goal, this big opportunity, this big freaking nugget of a pentacle or whatever is like becomes upon my my path, and I never expected it. I wasn't looking for it to arrive. Well, here it is. So I think you're in a good position, congratulations, to get something out of this turn of events, is what this feels like for some of you. For some of you, this is going to be like a night and day situation. Like maybe you wake up one morning and there's extra money in your account. You wake up and you hear back from a person on an opportunity that you thought was long passed over, long forgotten, and then boom, it returns. Six of Swords, change of fortune again. Six of Swords is this energy that moves us on, progresses us. So in some of your cases, this is going to be a blessing. Not necessarily in disguise, but a simple blessing. When you need it most, it shows up. Whatever it is, this Ace of Pentacles, okay? So I don't need to clarify anything. I haven't been clarifying for any of the signs. Oh wait, I did. I think I did. I think I clarified for one side, but in most of these readings, I think the beginning message is pretty clear. So let's just go ahead and build upon it, all right? So let's see what else is happening in this storyline for Scorpio in August 2021. This doesn't have to be happening in August. I just invoke the time of August 2021 because that's when I'm recording this. So please build upon this story for Scorpio, please. What else is happening here for Scorpio? Show me. All right. I saw that at the bottom, in the side position. We'll leave it like that for now. It might not stay that way. We'll see. Justice, Major Arcana for Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra, but you don't have to be. More for Scorpio. Show me the rest of the message for Scorpio, please. Stingy with the last part of the message here. There it is. Oh no, Nine of Swords. Okay. And, oh, that's so funny, Hierophant. Okay. So, straight up, this is now turned into a slightly more specific message. For some of you, this is a divorce. And the proceedings are not necessarily finished. Halfway point, or things are still in flux with the Justice card coming out in the side position. But Justice and Hierophant, both, that's Libra energy, Taurian energy here, both often signify some type of marriage, if not some type of significant commitment. Doesn't have to be marriage, could be a contract, could be soul contracts, physical law-bound, or law-binding, thank you, contracts here on Earth. Could be, you know, friendships that you've had since the 2nd grade, what have you. But, and Fool, Ace of Pentacles, and again, 6 of Pentacles, it's like being rewarded or being paid back in some type of way, being paid your dues. So that all signals to me some type of reset, some type of redo or release, okay? Nine of Swords. Now, I'm not a fan of this because I think it's the least cohesive card on the deck here, or excuse me, on the board here. I think that this is, well, actually that makes sense. For some of you, it could be you, could be the other person. Whatever is transpiring between you and other people, you or they or both feel like things are crumbling. You see the columns there on the right hand side, how they're crumbling down. See how he feels attacked and under siege by these flying swords. So there is some pain involved here. There is some panic involved here. I was talking as if that top line was you, Scorpio. I hope it's you. You're the one I'm doing the reading for. So whoever's in this agony over here in the Nine of Swords, I want to say it's mostly the other person. But Scorpio, you feel things deeply. Sometimes some of you have the outlook like, you know, luck is never on your side, that you're being dealt a shit sandwich every day of your life. So some of you, that is you, to be honest. But that could also be just how you perceive yourselves. And I kind of was talking about that before we did this bottom line, how some of the fortune that's going on in the top line, some of the change of fortune, some of the windfall feeling, it's going to come unexpectedly because the Fool has no expectation that things are going to go their way. They might believe it in their heart, but they don't expect it, if that makes sense. They might carry the belief, they might carry the faithfulness that one day life circumstances are going to break my way, but I'm not looking for it every day I wake up and I look outside my window, right? This person, the Fool energy is very detached from expectation, even if they carry faith. Does that make sense? So for some, and it comes right above the Hierophant energy, which again is symbolic of a card that does symbolize faith as well. So you may have the faith, but no expectations. That's great. Part of your energy, Scorpio, can be a little anxiety-ridden, wrestling with disturbing or not so positive thoughts, let's say it that way. Because Nine of Swords in the traditional tarot is somebody sitting up in bed, their faces in their hands, they're crying into their hands because they're in agony, they're having sleepless nights. So maybe some of you are living through, at this time, the worst nightmare of your life. Maybe your reality is a living nightmare, okay? Or maybe you're perceiving it that way. Who knows? I don't like this energy because I think it's trying to destabilize everything else around it, which is this, and this, right? At a very distance, the Six of Pentacles and the Justice energy. So this could be you, again, thinking bad thoughts. This could be you having a crappy outlook. This could be you engaging in conversations with people inside or outside of your circumstances that doesn't really support you. This could be people being critical of you for making this move with the Fool, of releasing yourself, of moving forward without a care in the world. Maybe you're somebody who is supposed to have several cares in the world. And I'm not saying that you're abandoning your responsibilities or that you should. I'm not saying that you release and forget your obligations or that you should. I'm not saying that. But people might be perceiving you that way. And they are sharing that opinion with you, which makes you feel guilty, which makes you feel embarrassed, which makes you feel like you're not being a good sister, you're not being a good employee, you're not being a good granddaughter, whatever it is, right? So, and that also touches a little bit here with the Hierophant energy, because look at the very perceptive, or excuse me, the very critical eye of the Hierophant. It's like a high beam. It's like a flashlight beam. It's highlighting whatever this Pope figure is looking at. He's judging it very harshly. He has a very keen eye set on it, yes? So you might have, in some cases, a spiritual advisor, not necessarily an esoteric spiritual advisor. You might have a traditional spiritual advisor, like a pastor, a rabbi, you know, whoever. And they might have a certain thing to say about your life. And that person could also be your husband, your wife, your father, your mother, etc., etc. Regardless, here, 3 times, Scorpio, and a little bit with the 9, because 9s are very much towards the culmination point of a 10. And some people actually count the 9 as the true culmination point, and the 10 is just the technical turning of the page. The 9 could be, in some people's estimation, the true ending of something. But 3, maybe even 4 times over out of your 6 cards here, you have this signal of new beginnings, of things being released from your life, or transcended over in a way. I didn't harp on it too much, but I did mention it before. For some of you, this is some type of divorce. This is some type of severing of a tie. It's not completely finished. There might be, again, the Hierophant could be a judge in a situation and a mediator in a situation. Could be you in the situation, going over things with a fine-tooth comb as to not make mistakes, as to make sure that the agreements are going to be fulfilled, etc., whatever. So things are still in the works, but I don't want you or other people or whoever would be feeling kind of anxious about this, feeling tormented about this, worrying about their life crumbling down. I don't see that. And if it's not you, it's the other person in this situation, to be honest. Because some of you are like, this doesn't sound like me. I'm, again, living my life as a living nightmare. If I'm not talking about fortune bestowed on you, it's going to go to the other person or the other side of this, which is, you know, possible in a general reading like this. But energetically, it feels like most of the Scorpios that are going to watch this are going to connect with the top line and not necessarily the bottom line, if that makes sense, okay? Let's get an oracle card and then we're going to wrap this up. Oracle message here for Scorpio in August 2021. Scorpio's oracle message for August 2021. And again, I invoke August just because this is when I'm reading it, the time and place that I'm reading it. It does not have to resonate with you within the month of August 2021. This could be something that happened to you 6 years ago. This could be something that happens to you 6 months from now. Who knows? Now, oracle message for Scorpio, please. That's the one. Thank you. The name Jack is coming through here. I don't know if that's a nickname. I don't know if that's a significant name in your life. I don't know if that's the name of a character, but the name Jack just popped straight into my head very aggressively. Jack. Maybe variants of it, Jackie. Maybe traditional understandings of the name John, or names that it's based off of, John, maybe. All right, so here we go. Dear you. Uncertainty is the new normal for the whole world. Things are changing at a rapid pace, and the old ways we once trusted are no longer reliable. Hierophant Justice energy. But leaving the familiar behind can be a good thing. Nine of Swords. Meaning the fear of leaving good things behind. Anyway, when you are pushed to step into the unknown, you are pulled forward into discovering new possibilities, Ace of Pentacles, that have been hidden in plain sight. Check in with your higher power. Your soul knows better than your small self. Have faith in the support of a higher power and the infinite potential for your life. Fool. Right now, the advice we have for you is this. Try something new. Fool, Ace of Pentacles. Do something different. You won't know how it feels, what it looks like, or what the outcome will be if you do not take the first step into the unknown and experience the unfamiliarity. You'll be so glad you did because the treasure will appear. Ace of Pentacles, Fool. We're so proud of you for being brave. Hold that up to the camera. You can pause it and read it for yourself if you choose to. But Scorpio, I don't even need to really, I don't think, really connect this oracle card with your tarot message, okay? If you like this reading, if it made sense to you, if it resonated, leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed to the channel before, hit the subscribe button now, my friends. I would appreciate it. Guys, if you want to find me for a personal reading, you can find out how to do so by looking in the description box below. I'll see you guys soon for your mid-August readings. Until then, Scorpio, I appreciate you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.